Welcome back to the next session of engineering mechanics. So in the last class we have studied that is analysis of pin jointed plane frames. Okay, that is by method of section and by method of joints we have solved from numericals and we have studied all those things. Is that clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Is there any doubt to anybody?
No. सर कल का होमवर्क प्रॉब्लम है उसका आंसर बताओ ना.
ओहो दैट गिवन होमवर्क ना.
यस सर. जॉइंट मेथड सॉल्व करने का बोला था आपने, सेक्शन से लिया था क्लास में.
कौन सा प्रॉब्लम है देखो, वीडियो टर्न कर, वीडियो ऑन करो. कौन सा प्रॉब्लम? यस मैं करना दो वीडियो एंड शो इट. ओके ओके 45 का ना. हाँ हाँ ऑन किया आप?
हाँ सर किया है सर.
और एक बात देखो, और एक बात, आई थिंक डायग्राम रॉन्ग हो गया आप करण. और एक बार नो डायग्राम रॉन्ग किया ना. डायग्राम रॉन्ग है, बताइए ना डायग्राम क्या है रॉन्ग.
यस सर पता है, आपने बोला था उस दिन भी.
हाँ हाँ वापस ये सॉल्यूशन निकाल के भेजे थे ना तुम.
हाँ यस सर भेजा था ना.
हाँ गलत है, डायग्राम यू हैव टेकन रॉन्ग. ओके
हाँ यस.
इसका आंसर चाहिए क्या?
हाँ सर आंसर चाहिए.
यस ओके ओके. सो जस्ट टेक डाउन द आंसर्स फॉर दैट क्वेश्चन. यस ऐसे ही. One side is hinged and other side is
roller.
This is joint A, B, this is C, this is D, this is D, and this is E. This is E. This is 30 kilonewton load. This is 40 kilonewton load. Okay, so this is making an angle 45 degree, and this is also making an angle 45 degree. And here this vertical height is 2 meter. This vertical horizontal height is also 2 meter. This is also 2 meter. 2 meter. This is also 2 meter. This is also 2 meter. Okay. So ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व किया ना मैंने. Yesterday I have solved.
मेथड से किया था.
सेक्शन मेथड से किया था. हाँ सेक्शन मेथड से किया था. ओके. और क्या चाहिए?
आपने जॉइंट मेथड से.
हाँ जॉइंट मेथड से भी आंसर सेम आएगा ना. ये मेथड
आपने सिर्फ 3 कह दिया था सर.
हाँ यस मैंने 3 ही कह दिया था और 2 करने के लिए बोला था ना.
हाँ सर.
हाँ हैव यू सॉल्व्ड?
हाँ यस.
हाँ कितना है आंसर? कितना है बोलो. फोर्स मेंबर ए बी कितना आया था? फोर्स मेंबर ए बी
15 आया सर.
15
compression
-15 kilonewton.
Yes 15 kilonewton. That is compression. Okay next force in member BC 17.67
compression आया.
Okay next.
Yes sir compression.
Next DE
force in member DE 38.88 compression.
38.89 kilonewton.
Okay good. Tension or compression?
Compression आया सर.
Okay next AC
16.97 kilonewton.
16.9.
नहीं सर मेरा 3
okay I will verify this one. Okay so yes, who is got wrong correct answer? So this is horizontal, this is vertical, this is also vertical reaction. So what is how much is HA? HA is equal to that is उल्टा होना चाहिए ना HA. HA is it is reverse होना है ना ऐसे है ना HA. If you keep right hand side, you should write minus 7.07. HA is
Yes,
it is
sir.
7.07 kilonewton. Okay, next VA is how much? 10.61 kilonewton. Next BE is how much? 38.89. 38.889. Correct time?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I will take section 2.2. I will take section 2.2. Okay, so draw the free body diagram. So this is free body diagram. One is going like this, and another one is going like this. The angle between these two members is how much? Yes, and there is a support reaction. HA is going in this direction, and VA is going in this direction. Okay, so this is
45 angle, sir.
this is A. The angle this will be 45 because this is 2, this is 2. 2 by 2 is 1. Tan inverse of 1 is 45. The force in member AB. This is force in member AC. This is HA is equal to 7.07 kilonewton. Then vertically it is 10.61 kilonewton. Okay, so which equilibrium equation will you apply first?
Sigma FY.
Sigma Fy. Yes, good. Okay, so first I will apply sigma Fy is equal to 0. Okay, vertical FAB plus FAB sine 45. Yeah, this VA is also moving upward direction plus 10.61 is equal to 0. So FAB is equal to yes minus 10.61 divided by sine 45. Yes, what is the answer? FAB
15 kilometers.
15.
Kilonewton. So 15
Minus.
kilonewton. It is compression. Okay. So
Compression,
this
yes.
answer is correct. Next, I want FAC. FAC is, so I will take sigma fx is equal to 0. Sigma fx is equal to 0. Okay. So FAB is moving that is horizontal positive direction. So plus FAB AB cos 45. Okay. Next F plus FAC. FAC. Next minus 7.07. Okay. This is equal to 0. What is FAB? You can substitute FAB is minus compression, minus 15 kilonewton. 15 cos 45. Okay. Plus FAC minus 7.07. So how much it is equal to 0? So FAC is equal to yes. What is the answer? 17 point.
67.
16 point.
17.67.
17.67 kilonewton. This is the correct answer. Yes. What was the wrong? So like this you have to solve.
Yes, sir. वही आ रहा है मेरा थोड़ा
Correct. Yes. This is the answer. This is the answer. Correct answer. Okay.
Yes,
so this is section 1. This is section 2. So you want to determine these two members, correct? So take section 3.3. Take section 3.3. So you can determine. Okay. So you can solve this one. So is it over?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
next we will go on to the next point. That is next chapter. Okay. Is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we have completed first chapter, second chapter, and also we have completed analysis of pin jointed plane frames. So today I will upload some problems, that is assignment number 3. Okay. So you have to solve and upload. Have you solved assignment 2? Assignment 2 solve kiya? See, those were the easy problems. Okay. You have to solve and you have to upload, and also I will upload assignment 3 also. So you have to solve and you are having internal marks. Okay, term work marks. So that is depends on your assignments only. So today I will upload some assignments in the teaching diary. You have to solve the upload. Okay. So next point is center of gravity and moment of inertia. Okay. So this is the syllabus of the center of gravity. So all of you written. Next, chapter number 4, unit number 4. Are you reading?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Unit
Yes,
number 4.
sir.
Unit number 4. Center of gravity. Center of gravity and moment of inertia. And moment of inertia. So this is the syllabus. Okay. So already you have written in the first page of your notebook, correct? No? Syllabus of all the
Yes,
chapters.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You same thing you have to copy here. Okay. I have taken same thing. Okay. So what all it is having? Just you have to find out the center of gravity, centroid of composite area, centroid of the simple plane figure from the first principle, centroid of composite sections, center of gravity and its implications. Next you will study moment of inertia, definition of moment of inertia of plane and section from the first principle. Then theorems of the moment of inertia, perpendicular axis theorem, parallel axis theorem, moment of inertia of symmetrical and unsymmetrical sections. Again, radius of gyration, polar moment of inertia, concept of mass. Okay, you will study all these things in this chapter. So what you have to do, whatever you have written in the first chapter, that is syllabus, same thing you have to copy here. Same thing it is. Okay, will you write?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, so first point is center of gravity. So after leaving some page, so you can write center of gravity. See, I will upload this PPT. Okay, and I will explain each and every term. So as this is a theoretical part, I will explain all the things, and after and upload this, I will upload this video. So you can once again go through and you have to write it down. Okay. So with that, we will solve maximum number of problems in the class, and theory part you have to write it. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first of all, center of gravity. So what is this center of gravity means? Okay, we see. Center of gravity is the point at which whole weight of the body is supposed to be acting, irrespective of body's position. Okay, see, consider this is the entire one body. Okay, so when you hold a body, this entire weight is acting at this point. This is called as center of gravity. That is a point. It is a point at which whole weight of the body is supposed to be acting. So similarly, if you take another figure, okay, if you take this is another figure, okay, this is another figure. So this is tilting. Where it is touching? This is touching, correct? But the entire CG of this body is acting here. So acting at this point. Okay, so when you consider this body, entire CG is acting at this point. Okay, so if you consider any of the triangular, its CG is acting here. If you take say circle, its CG is acting here. It means entire whole weight of the body is supposed to be acting at one point, and that point is called as center of gravity. The force of gravitational attraction is proportional to the mass of the body. Every body consists of innumerable particles. See, this is one body. Okay, this body consists of this particle, this particle, this particle. Okay, innumerable, infinite number of particles. However, the entire weight of the body is assumed to act through a single point. All these particles' weight is assumed to be acting at this center. Such a single point is called as center of gravity. Such a single point is called as center of gravity. So every body has one and only one center of gravity. This is important. Each and every body, whatever body you can take, all the bodies are having only one center of gravity. So in short, you can write CG. Center of gravity is denoted by CG. Is this point clear? What is center of gravity? Yes, repeat.
Yes, sir.
It is a point. Just repeat it. It is a point at which whole weight of the body is supposed to be acting. Okay, every body has one and only one center of gravity. Okay, if you take this is the body, okay, it is having so many particles, okay, so many particles, but all the particles are acting at this point, at center of gravity. Okay, that is called as CG. So centroid. So whatever you have taken, so previous example, this is whole weight is okay. You have to remember this point. Here, what it is asking. So here he has taken whole weight. Okay, so you just consider next example. What he is saying. Next one is centroid. What is this centroid? Centroid or center of area. It is plane area. The point at which the entire area of, yes, this is the important, entire area of plane lamina is supposed to be acting irrespective of the position of the plane, is known as centroid or center of area of the lamina. Lamina means any type of any plate. Okay, so by this one, CG, center of gravity, is with respect to weight. With respect to weight, when object is in 3D. Okay, this centroid is with respect to only plane. Plane means it is 2D, two-dimensional. It is respect to area, where entire area is concentrated. See, this is one figure, correct? So its area is concentrated at this point. It is centroid. Okay, centroid of plane area. So see, this is triangle. This centroid is here. It means all the area is concentrated at one point. This is semicircle. So its area is concentrated at this point. Okay, so when you take the circle, when you take this is a circle, where this area is concentrated, it is concentrated at this point. Correct? So this is called as what? Centroid. Centroid is applicable for two-dimensional or plane figures. Plane figures. And the center of gravity, when gravity word comes, no, it is respect to weight, and it is for a three-dimensional, or you can call it is for solid body. Center of gravity is for solid body, and centroid or center of area is for plane body. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. In case of plane areas, bodies with negligible thickness. Plane body matlab the body with negligible thickness. This is square, but its thickness is very negligible. Such as triangle, quadrilateral, circle, etc. The total area is assumed to be concentrated at a single point, and such a single point is called as centroid of plane area. Are you getting the difference between the center of gravity and centroid?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Center of gravity is for which type of material? It is for solid body. Okay, it is with respect to weight of the body. Weight is acting at one point. And centroid, the centroid is corresponding to which type of body? It is for plane bodies.
Plane type.
Correct? Plane bodies.
Yes, sir.
And it is with respect to, this is with respect to weight. This is with respect to area. Area of the plane.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So difference क्या है दोनों के बीच में? What center of gravity and centroid? Center of gravity and centroid are taken to be the same, but center of gravity is related to solid bodies. Yes, center of gravity is related to solid body having volumes, and the term centroid is related to with respect to plane lamina having areas. Is it clear point? Center of gravity is related to center of gravity and centroid. So center of gravity is related to solid body only, okay, having volumes, and the term centroid is referred to the plane lamina having areas. Is it clear? First point?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, next, center of gravity is a point in a body through which weight acts. Yes, center of gravity is a point on a body through which weight acts vertically downward irrespective of the positions, whereas centroid is a point in a plane area such that the moment of areas about the axis through the centroid is zero. Moment of area about an axis through the centroid is zero. Okay, these are the two differences. And yes, so now you have come to know that what is the definition and what are the differences between those two. So how to determine the centroid and center of gravity? So whatever you are solving in this chapter, you are finding the centroid because you are finding for the plane areas. You are not taking any solid bodies. It means 3D diagrams you are not taking. You are all solving all the problems with respect to only plane figures. That is for the circle, rectangle, triangle. Okay, any body you can take composite figure also, but all the figures are plane. Plane नहीं तो center or center of gravity.
Centroid, plane.
Centroid. So now we will study how to find out the centroid of the plane figure. So centroid of the plane or composite figures. So first, what you have to do? First, the position of the centroid of a plane area should be specified or calculated with respect to some references axis. Those are x and y axis. Yes. So if I ask what is your percentage, you will tell 80%. 80 is with respect to which? It is with respect to 100. Correct? You are telling
Yes,
your percentage with respect to 100. So how many marks you got in ISC? If I tell, if you score, if you're telling that 25 marks, 25 out of which? Out of 30 marks. If you are telling no, it means 30 is our reference. Out of 30, आपको 25 marks मिला. So similarly, whenever you want to calculate the centroid, okay, with respect to which point or which axis you are referring, those axes are called as reference axis. Okay, so consider this is one figure, plane figure. Okay, this is plane figure. I want to determine it's a centroid. That is, it's a centroid point with respect to from one fixed reference axis. So that axis is called as reference axis. The one is x-axis and one more is y-axis. Okay, the position of the centroid of a plane area should be specified or calculated with respect to some reference axis. Reference axis, that is x and y axis. The distance of centroid G from the y-axis is denoted by x, and the distance of centroid of G from the x-axis is denoted by y. Just a minute. Okay, so it is y. While locating the centroid of plane areas, a bottommost horizontal line can be made as x-axis and the leftmost vertical line is made as y-axis. Yes. So take that this is one figure. Okay, I will drawing the same figure. So this is one plane figure. I have to determine its centroid. Okay. So what he is saying, according to this one, the centroid of this figure is taken from the reference axis. Okay, the distance of centroid G from the y-axis is denoted as x or x bar. This is actually x bar. It is. See, so what are the axes? Reference axis. See, this is the reference axis, and this is the reference axis. Just a minute. Okay. So whenever a plane figure is given, at that time, what you have to draw first? Reference axis. So this first one is reference axis. So what is horizontal one is x-axis, and what is vertical axis? It is y-axis.
Why?
So centroid is, this is G is centroid. So the centroid G with respect to y-axis. Y is, this is the horizontal, correct? So this is horizontal distance is
Yes,
denoted
sir.
by x bar. This is x bar. And from the horizontal axis, we are determining this vertical distance. This vertical distance is y bar. Y bar. This is the distance of centroid G from y-axis is denoted as x bar, and centroid of distance of centroid of G from the x-axis is denoted by y bar. Is this point clear? X bar and y bar?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Next, while locating the centroid, plane areas, a bottommost horizontal line can be taken it as x-axis, and the leftmost vertical axis will be taken it as y-axis. Suppose I will take one figure. Okay, so this is one figure I am taking. Okay, so iska a figure ka which one is the bottommost figure? Bottommost line. So this is the bottommost line. This is x-axis, and which one is the so this one. So you have to take one line. Okay, okay, this is line. Just a minute. Okay, so this is bottommost line, and this is leftmost line. So these two lines are taken it as x-axis. This is x-axis, okay, x-axis, and this is y-y. These are the reference axis. So you have to determine its centroid. It is G. So horizontal distance is taken from y-axis. It is x bar, and vertical distance is taken from x-axis, and it is y bar. Is it clear?
Yes,
So this
sir.
is composite
Yes, sir.
figure. Okay, this is in general figure. Yes. So there is a formula to find out this formula. Finding the centroid of a composite figures. So in some cases, the given figure is symmetrical about horizontal and vertical lines, such that the centroid of the plane area lies on the symmetry. What he is asking, telling is, I will tell. Okay, so this is one figure. Okay, so I will draw it's a centroid, reference axis first. So this is reference axis. First of all, you have to draw the reference axis at the side. Okay, you have to determine. So afterwards, you have to determine the centroid. So centroid determine kaya. So when you determine the centroid, no, this centroid will be exactly half, exactly at the centroid G. Okay, it means some cases, some figures, if it is symmetrical about the horizontal and vertical lines, such that the centroid of the plane area lies on the line of symmetry. This is the line of symmetry because it is symmetrical about x-axis, symmetrical about y-axis. Okay, these are mirror image. At that time, the centroid will be is symmetrical. In the above figures, symmetrical. If the figure is symmetrical about a vertical line, such that G lies in the G lies on the line of symmetry. Thus, x is equal to b by 2 and y is equal to d by 2. Okay, suppose a figure में ले लो. I will draw the same figure. Okay, so this is figure. Okay, I will take this horizontal distance. Horizontal distance is b, and I will take this vertical distance. It is equal to d. Okay, so this is b and this is d. Okay, so is it symmetrical or not? Tell me. अभी देखो ये हाफ किया तो about vertical axis से हाफ किया तो is it symmetrical होता ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
ऐसे vertically along about the horizontal axis से हाफ किया तो so is it symmetrical?
Yes.
Yes. So it is called as symmetrical figure. So when the figure is symmetrical about the both the axes, then centroid will be at the a centroid is symmetrical G. In this case, what is x bar? X bar is equal to along the horizontal B. So that is he has
B
taken
by
small
2.
b by 2. And what is the y bar? Y bar is equal to that is d by 2. D by 2. If it is symmetrical, we will solve the problems. आपको समझ में आएगा. See how to find out from the method of moments. So this is method of moments. After all the derivations, we are coming to the end formula. What is the formula for x bar and y bar? Okay, so x bar formula, x bar is equal to, okay, so you have to determine how many areas are there. How many areas are there? That is summation of a into x, divided by summation of a. You will get x bar. If I want to determine the y bar, so what you have to do? Summation of a into y divided by summation of a. So if at all, so abhi dekho, this is one figure. Okay, so is it same plane figure hai kya? It means आपको standard figure है देखो, circle, triangle, rectangle. Okay, these are the plane figures. Okay, standard figure. So आपको मालूम है area of the circle आपको मालूम है?
Yes, sir.
Triangle,
Yes, sir.
rectangle मालूम है.
Yes,
But
sir.
this is a pentagon. Do you know the area of the pentagon? No. Okay. पता है क्या आपको?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. So at that
No,
time, what
sir.
you have to do? You have to divide this figure. Now, what it has become? This is one figure. Okay. This is one figure, and this is triangle is another figure. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now you know area of the triangle one, A1, A1, and you have to determine x1. That is center of the only first figure. Then you have to determine center of the y1 first figure. Then you have to determine a2, x2, and y2. Okay, so x bar is equal to summation of a into x, means what? A1 x1 plus a2 x2 divided by summation of a means a1 plus a2. So after calculating, you will get the value of x bar. Okay, similarly y bar चाहिए मुझे. So y bar is equal to summation of a into y means a1 y1 plus a2
A2, Y2,
divided by a1 plus
A1 plus
a2.
A2.
Okay, so in this figure, how many divides are there? Two divides. This is one is rectangle and one is triangle. In some cases, there will be two cases. हाँ, so मैंने इसके पहले एक example लिया था देखो, उसमें कितना था? There were two figures. See, this is one and this is one. So how many composites are there? How many areas are there? Two areas. Correct? No? So again, it will be A1, Y1, A2, Y2, A2. In sometimes it may come it as four figures. Okay. So आपको मालूम रहने का, this is the formula. All of you just write down this one. Okay. This is the formula, so that while solving the problems आप easy हो जाएगा. X bar is equal to summation of a into x divided by summation of a लिखो. Divided by summation of a. And y bar is equal to summation of a into y divided by summation of a. Have you written these two? Only these two you write. Yes, have you taken?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can I go for next slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So this is one figure. What he is asking, just okay, don't write down anything, just concentrate at the figure. So what he is asking? See, locate centroid. Centroid means, is it for a plane or a solid body?
Plain body.
Plain body. And of the T section. T means this is it is in shape of T. It is in shape of T. Okay. Like this, it is there now. That's why it is called as T section. Sometimes there will be H section. Sometimes there will be hollow section. Okay. There are different sections. I section. Okay. I say I be right. Okay. So determine the or locate the centroid of the T section as shown in figure. Okay. So I don't know the value of T section for centroid, but I know the value for the rectangle, okay, and the value for the triangles and circle area, everything. But I don't know the area for the side, this one. So what I have to draw? I have to draw first a reference axis. So according to the statement, first of all you have to draw bottommost line, correct? And bottom. So line should pass through this point. Okay. This is the bottommost line. And one more line, the line should pass to the leftmost line. Okay, these are what? These are the reference axis. These are the reference axis. So you can call it as this is YY and this is XX. So these are reference axis. So here what he has done, he has taken this is first figure and this is second figure, second plane, first section and second section. So what you have to do, you have to calculate the area of the first section A1 and you have to calculate the G1, that is centroid for the first section only. How to calculate the centroid? First you have to calculate A1, then you have to calculate X1, then you have to calculate Y1. So can you tell me what is the area for the first section? Area. What is the area of the rectangle?
2000 आएगा सर.
Area of the no, I want formula. Area of the rectangle. What is the formula?
Length into breadth.
Length into breadth. Length into breadth. Length is 100. Length is
100 into 20.
Depth is 20. 20. Then x1. X1 means centroid of the section from the horizontal axis or vertical axis. It is vertical. See, this is the centroid of this figure. So x1 is from this point. This is x1. Okay, this is x1. So total is how much? It is total is how much? 100. That is b.
100.
B by 2. So b by 2. B by 2. That is equal to 50. Sorry. 50. Correct. Then I want to determine y. Okay. So what is y? Y is the centroid of the section from the horizontal reference axis. This is the x-axis is the horizontal reference axis, correct? This is the reference axis. I have to determine its location, section 1, from the reference axis. Okay, so how to determine? You know, section 2 is height of 100, and this height is total height is 200. 20. So y1 is equal to 100 plus this is 20 by 20 by 2. 20 by 2, that is equal to 110. Okay, so like this he has done, he has got the value. See, x bar is equal to, so similarly you have to do a2, x2, y2. So I will take this example and I will solve step by step. Okay, wait for some time. First I will do all the formulas. Okay, afterwards how to solve how to look at the centroid I will tell. The same type figure he has taken. Okay, so first you have to study this one. Okay, once if you are perfect with the area x bar and y bar of the plane figures, then we will go for the composite figure. Okay, so all of you write down in your notebook. All of you write down in your notebook. Yes, first one. Heading centroid of some common figures. Centroid of some common figures. Some common figures. Some common figures. Okay, first one, right on, triangle. So I will draw the diagram. You take that diagram. First one is triangle. Okay, so take this diagram. This triangle you have to take. So I will take base as small letter b and height as small letter h. Base as b and height as h. Okay. So I will take the white screen only. Okay. So first one is triangle. Triangle. Okay. Yes. Base is small letter b and height is small letter h. So I will take the reference axis. Which one is the reference axis? Bottommost line, correct? Hai na? This is
Yes.
reference. And which one is the vertical? This is the reference axis. Okay. So with respect to reference axis, I am writing what is area? Area of the triangle. Half base into height. Is it correct? Is it correct?
Height. Yes, sir.
Yes. Next. So I want x bar. X bar is denoted with respect to vertical axis. This is the centroid and this is x bar. This is x bar. So x bar for the triangle. So from the vertical axis here taking, that is equal to b by 3. B by 3. Okay. This is from this apex. If you calculate from this one, that is 2b by 3. So then y bar is equal to y bar is vertical distance. So this is y bar. So total is h. This is h by 3. H by 3. Okay. So the same figure I will write like this. The same figure I will draw like this. Just concentrate. So these are the reference axis. And this will be the reference axis. Okay. Now can you tell me what are the areas? What is area? This is same b. This is h. This is the centroid. Area will be of base into
1/2 pH.
b into h. Then what will be x bar? What is x bar? This is from the horizontal distance from the vertical reference axis. This is x bar. Total is how much? Total is b. So from the base it was b by 3. From the apex it is 2b by 3. 2b by 3. Sorry, 2b by 3. So vertical axis, this is how much it is? It is h by 3. That is y bar. So y bar is equal to h by 3.
3.
Okay. See, once again I will. Is it clear, everyone? This is triangle.
Yes, sir.
This is triangle. Okay. This is. In this problem, I'll take all the examples. So this is B. This is H. Okay. So if the reference axis is, this is my reference axis, and this is the reference axis. Okay. Okay. So this is one reference axis, and this is one reference axis. So the CG will be, this is the CG. Okay. Now where will be the X bar? This is the X bar. Correct, everyone?
Yes, sir.
X bar. What will be the X bar value? Total is how much along the horizontal direction? B. What will be the X bar? X bar कितना हो जाएगा? B by 3. And Y bar. This is Y bar. Y bar कितना हो जाएगा? H by 3. Okay. So these were. अभी देखो. So I will change the reference axis. That is, this is the reference axis, and one more is this is the reference axis. Okay. So your centroid will be same only. Point udri rehte, but your answers will be different. Okay. So this is your X bar. So what will be the value of x bar now? Total is how much?
2b
It is
upon
b.
3.
It is
b
2b by 3.
b upon 3.
And what is the vertical axis? What is the distance? This is y bar.
Yes.
So y bar is equal to total height is how much? H. H
Yes.
by 2h by
3. 3.
Okay. So this is one.
Yes.
Then second one.
सर 2 ही क्यों लिया?
2 क्यों लिया? Yes, wait 1 minute. Before explaining that one, you all of you take down this one. This is one. Second example. So example 2. What is this one? Rectangle. All of you take down this one. This is the reference axis. Reference axis. Along the horizontal, its length will be b. So its height will be h. You can take small letter or capital letter, anything. Okay. So its centroid will be here. Okay. So its area. What will be the area for the rectangle? What is the area for the rectangle?
Length into breadth.
That is b into h. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Correct.
Okay. So when you divide its center, the centroid will be located at this point. So that is x bar and y bar you have to write. So x bar distance and y bar distance are, this is x bar and this is y bar. So this is the x bar and this is y bar. What is the x bar value? X bar value will be equal to b by 2. B by 2.
b by
And
2.
y bar value will be equal to y bar value will be equal to what is the total height? H. H
H
by
by
2. This is rectangle clear, Sabiko?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes,
when
sir.
you remove the some part of the rectangle, that will become triangle. Okay. This CG centroid will shift to this point. Dekho. So if I remove like this, I will remove this part. I will remove this part. Okay. ऊपर का निकाल दिया. So centroid was on the exactly at the center tha. But now I have removed this portion. So after removing this portion, okay, this centroid will shift to at this point. That will become triangle. So this x bar will become b by 3 shift
B
hota.
by
H
3.
bar will become h by 3 को
H
shift
by
हो
3.
जाता. Understood why I have taken this is b by 3 h by 3?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just you have to remember this formula. Okay. Have you taken this one? Rectangle ka? All of you. Have you taken rectangle? So first one is triangle, next one is rectangle. These two are must. Okay, and one more is circle. I will take the circle. These are the extreme ends. These are the extreme ends. Okay, can you tell me what is the area for the circle? Third one is circle. It is circle. Area for the circle. So I will take its diameter as d. This diameter equal to d. I will write here. It is equal to d. So I'll write a small d. That is d. So what is the area for the diameter circle?
Pi r square.
Pi r square.
But I have not given radius. I have given diameter.
Pi d square.
Pi d square by 4. Okay.
4.
So this is the centroid for the circle. So what is the x bar? X bar is the distance of centroid from the vertical reference axis. Okay. What is the vertical reference axis? So this is vertical reference axis x bar, correct? And what is the y bar? That is the centroid of the circle from the horizontal reference axis. So this is the horizontal reference axis. Okay, so this is x bar and this is y bar. So x bar is equal to, see, total it is how much? It is d. Okay,
D.
the centroid is exactly half of the d. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is
Yes.
d by 2.
D by
Then
2.
y bar is equal to d by 2. Okay, is it clear, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so one more example I will take.
Yes, sir. Clear.
One more semicircle. Okay, so semicircle. Consider I will draw the semicircle. Okay. 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 This is a semicircle. So I have taken. So one is this is the reference axis, and this will be the another reference axis. I'll change the color. And this is the reference axis. What is the diameter for this reference semicircle? का diameter कितना है? Diameter कितना है? D. So can you tell me the area for the semicircle? Area for the semicircle. Pi.
1/2 pi r square.
Yes, half pi r square. But I have not given pi. R.
Diameter.
I have given diameter. So what will be the pi d square by 4 divided by 2? Pi d square by 8. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Correct.
Then it is a centroid. Centroid is x bar. X bar is equal to, x bar is the total along horizontal कितना है? D.
D.
Okay. So D by 2. D by 2. So y bar. Now this centroid will shift to at this point. Centroid will shift to at this point. So what is this vertical height? This vertical height is equal to pi d by 4. Pi d by 4. Okay, this is the y bar. So if you want, I will show this diagram also in the figure. Yes. So 4r by 3 pi लिखना चाहिए था. This is small गलती है. एक मिनट. 4r by 3 pi. This is not. This is 4r upon 3 pi. 4r upon 3 pi. Okay, I will explain through this figure. First one, triangle. Is it visible, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So x bar. See, this is exactly this y-axis. The figure is slightly, it is wrong. Exactly passing through this one. Means x bar is lies within the centroidal axis. That's why he has not taken anything. Now y bar. Y bar means vertical distance. This distance he has to calculate. What is total height? Total height is equal to h. So from the base it is h by 3. From the apex, if you are calculating, that is 2h by 3 hota tha. Okay, then area for the triangle is b half base into height. Okay, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Then second one is semicircle. Semicircle is, this is the semicircle he has taken. He has taken r. Okay, I have taken diameter. Okay, so what is x bar? X bar he has taken 0 because this is symmetrical about the y-axis. Okay, the distance from this point to this point it is d, or from the centroid. This is a centroidal axis y. So y-axis from the centroid it is 0 है. इसके लिए 0 है. So why it is 0? When you solve problems, you will come to know. And from the horizontal axis, what is the shift from the horizontal axis? It is 4r upon 3 pi. Then what is the area for the semicircle? So total circle है तो what is the area? Area is equal to pi r square, correct? So now it is half of the r square. So that is pi r square by 2. Or this is also written, this can be written as pi d square by 8. Is it correct? So pi r square
Yes,
can
sir.
also be written as pi d square by 4. And pi r square by 2 can be written as pi d square by 4. Sorry, 8. Correct है दोनों का?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Okay. Then
Yes, sir.
I will take quarter circle. ये quarter circle में आपको सभी clear हो जाएगा. See, the radius of the quarter circle is r. Then x bar is this one and y bar is this one. So x bar distance कितना आएगा? 4r upon 3 pi. Y bar distance कितना आएगा? 4r upon 3 pi. Then what is the semicircle का area? That is quarter circle का area. That is total circle is pi r square. Total circle. I want quarter circle. That is divided by 4. Okay. That is area for the quarter circle is equal to pi r square divided by 4. Similarly, sector of a circle. Only if you take the part of the circle, that is sector of the circle, the radius of this one is r. And making an angle that is alpha. It is not a 2, it is alpha. It is. Okay. In this case, when you calculate the centroid, this is a g. So this is symmetrical about x-axis. Okay, it means same portion is there above the x-axis and same portion is there below the x-axis. So you have to calculate x bar, that is from the vertical axis. This is x bar. The formula is 2r upon 3 alpha into sine r, that is r is radius. It is no, should be sine alpha. Okay, 3r upon sine alpha, 2r upon 3 alpha into sine alpha. Okay, then y bar is 0 because this centroid is not moving, it is symmetrical about x-axis. Then your area for the sector is equal to alpha into r square. Okay, so same type is there for the semicircle, quarter circle and spindle. This is very rare to us. So for your all the examples, it is the triangle, there will be circle or semicircle or quarter circle and rectangle. Only 5 formula you have to remember. Okay, is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what you have to do? So you have to write all the theory part and you have to write all this formula also for all the plane figures. Okay, this tabular column you have to draw in your notebook. Okay, so in the next class we will take the problems how to calculate the centroid of the different plane areas and also composite areas. Okay. Is
Okay,
it
sir.
clear?
सर मेरी नोटबुक चेक करनी है.
What is your number?
G33.
G33. Okay, tomorrow first 5-10 minutes में check करेंगे. Okay, now it's time up. So tomorrow I will check. Okay, is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, we'll stop now.
Yes, sir. Clear.
We'll continue tomorrow. Tomorrow. So I will take the attendance from the next lecture. Okay, 52 students are present. I will copy the lecture attendance from the your engineering mathematics lecture. Okay, we'll stop now. We'll continue next. Thank you all.